Hello, Chromosome Wanderers, it's Guide Strand here, and today we're going to talk about pathogenesis of cervical cancer. Cervical cancer is quite a peculiar one, with 99% of it being caused by this virus, human papillomavirus or HPV. Now, let's look at the female reproductive tract. This is the cervix, and let's zoom into it. So in the cervix, there's actually stratified squamous epithelium. When there's micro tears in it, HPV virus can actually enter and reach the basal epithelium. The DNA is preserved by episomal DNA within the epithelium. Also, because it's DNA, it can be integrated into the host genome. This leads to HPV infection. So now, since we're on the topic of HPV DNA, we need to talk about oncogenes E6 and E7. They're important as they actually bind and inhibit tumor suppressor proteins p53 and PRB respectively. This leads to decreased cell death by apoptosis and increased E2F activity, and the cell cycle will continue, which promotes cell proliferation. Not to worry, our immune cells, especially our cell-mediated immunity, will be clearing the virus within 2 years, with 90% of infections being cleared. Well, what if it persists though? It can be caused by host factors such as immunocompromised hosts, oral contraceptive pills for long term, and also cigarette smoking. Also, viral factors such as virus not being detectable in the blood can lead to a lower grade of immune response. After years of viral persistence, what occurs is chondrocyte, and it can be seen in histology. It's actually a precancerous lesion and is named cervical intraepithelial neoplasm, CIN, and graded from 1 to 3 based on the thickness of dysplasia, with CIN 3 having a full thickness of dysplasia, and it has a high risk of up to 40% of developing into invasive cervical cancer. So in the development of invasive cervical cancer, E6 and E7 activity is dysregulated, and it increases the binding of E6 and E7 proteins to p53 and PRB respectively, and it may be a result of DNA integration to the host genome. The cell cycle continues and continues and leads to uncontrolled cell proliferation, and this can lead to tumor formation in the cervix. So, all in all, prevention is better than cure. We have to go for our vaccinations and screening to reduce the risk of HPV infections and also progression into invasive cervical cancer. So, thank you, Chromosome Wanderers, so much for tuning in. This was Guide Strand, and do remember, every strand of knowledge connects us all. See you in the next one.